Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today's video is another episode of Talk of the Hatters. In today's video we will be talking about our last game against Hull, where we won 3-1 away from home. James Bree and his improvement since the arrival of Alan Sheehan, and also our next game against Millwall. So let's talk about that whole game where we won 3-1 away from home, and what a performance it was. You know, if you look at that, you know, the team selection, we didn't really have a recognised actual centre back playing. We played full backs as centre backs, but you couldn't tell, and that is an amazing achievement which Nathan managed to pull off. Was it by luck? Was it genius? I don't know, but it worked, and it worked really well. You know, fair play to Kioso, Potts and Bree. I'm more surprised with Bree and Kioso. Kioso hasn't played many games at this level, and he's improving, and he wants to fight for a position in the Championship. He wants to fight for a position to play in the Luton team. He is fighting with James Bree. He is out of contract in the summer, but he's trying his best, and he is showing us a good attitude. He is showing that he's got what it takes to actually play at this level, and fair play to him for doing that. James Bree, he's not a centre back, but he's done a fantastic job at right centre back. You know, he's really good, but it's his other side of his games which he does need to improve on. But you just couldn't tell against Hull. You just couldn't tell we were playing with fullbacks, and it just shows you what a great job Nathan's doing and what everyone else is behind the scenes is doing. They're buying in on what Nathan wants, and we're seeing it. We clearly are seeing it, and it's great to see. We're picking up wins. We're third in the Championship, guys. We're third. It's brilliant. We are showing the league, the world, that we're not here just to be a number. We're here to cause problems, and it's great to see. Can we hit the promised land? I don't know, but it really does excite me, and I can't wait from what we can potentially do from now to the end of the season. But if we actually talk about the game against Hull, Adebayo getting a goal, which is great. Cornet scoring on his best ever season in a Luton shirt. And then that free kick by James Bree, just wow. He's taking lessons from Sheehan. Sheehan was a fantastic free kick taker, and just wow, fair play to James Bree. And even at the end as well, guys, when we conceded, James Shea was so angry that he conceded because he wanted that clean sheet. And it just shows you that the players have the right mentality, the right attitude. And when you've got that, you're going to win games. You're not going to lose games. You're going to win games. And I just can't wait to see how many more games we can win from now until the end of the season, because everything's there. Everything's there, for us to achieve really well. And, I feel like we should take advantage of a really poor Championship season this year. Other Championship clubs haven't performed this year, so I feel like we should take full advantage of that. Now, I do want to talk about James Bree, because since the arrival of Alan Sheehan, I think our set pieces have improved, defending and attacking them. Our crossing has improved, and that is down to Alan Sheehan. Alan Sheehan, he is a specialist in that area. As a player as well, he was good at them. And, we clearly are seeing it. We clearly, in the recent months since he's been at the club, we've seen it. We are scoring from set pieces. We are dangerous, and it's great to see, because at times when you're not playing well on the pitch, you do need your set pieces to kind of get you out of trouble, to kind of help you. It's kind of like a plan B. All right, let's rely on our set pieces. And the fact that we are being really dangerous in our game at set pieces just shows you that we become even more tougher to beat as a football club, because we can offer set pieces, we can be dangerous, and we can defend them extremely well. And because James Bree has really improved over the last few months at those set pieces, at those crosses, it's helping us, it's helping him. We're getting wins. For me, at the start of the season, I was quite disappointed with James Bree, because I thought, he wasn't performing to his full potential. And then since the arrival of Alan Sheehan, James Bree has turned it up a gear, and that's, fair play to him. For me, Bree is a bit of a confidence player. At times, if it isn't going his way, he does have a poor game. But I'm seeing it in recent weeks where, okay, he doesn't say, for example, he does a poor first crossing. his second cross is a really good one. So, you know, he is showing that he can do it. You know, he's got the right attitude, the right mentality. For me, technically, James Bree is fantastic. And he does have that, you know, ability to play in the Premier League, that technical ability in him. It's just these other aspects of his game which he needs to improve on to be a Premier League fullback. But there's no doubt in my mind that he can get there. You know, he just needs to keep up with this good attitude, this willing to improve. And trust me, I do think he will get there eventually. But I have to mention his name because he has been improving well. He's proved me wrong at times. There was a time where we were playing against Fulham at home, and he was taking a free kick, and I was thinking, no, please don't take this free kick. Let someone else take it. Let Naismith take it. But no, he put in the ball into the box, and Adebayo scored from it, and he shut me right up. And fair play to him because, you know, like I've been mentioning, you know, at times his crosses hasn't been good enough. But recently they have been, and he's proven that he can do it, and he's doing a really good job. Now, moving on to this next game against Millwall. Now, Millwall, you know, they're not on holiday yet. They're still in around all those playoff places. They're just outside it. But if they go on a run and have a good, finish strong from now until the end of the season, then there's a possibility that they can get into those playoff places. Now, defence is fantastic, you know. They do have a really good solid defence, and they have always had a really good solid defence. Now, I just want to mention now, it is snowing. This UK weather baffles me at times, but last week it was really nice weather. Now it's snowing. So if you do hear a lot of noise in the car, it's because it's snowing. I can't help it. And I don't know why it's snowing. But anyway, as I was saying, since Rowett's been the manager of Millwall, I think, actually, since I've known Millwall have always had a really good, solid defence. It's just going forward, that transitioning from defence to attack has always been their problem. They've got a Phobie up top who, for me, can score goals at this level, but because of injuries in recent years, you know, he has struggled. They've got Wallace, who's always been their massive key player for the last few seasons. He's out of contract in the summer. You know, they've got players that can hurt us, but they've got a really solid defence. Now, last year when we did play against them, we actually won at Millwall. And we don't often win at Millwall, if I'm being honest with you. We rarely do. But the fact that we did just shows you that, you know, we can overcome these little minor factors that, you know, when we don't beat a team in a very long time, we can do it. We can beat this team. So, I feel like hard work will get us the win, you know. We keep doing what we're doing. I believe we're going to have defenders back. I believe Naismith is going to be back. Lockyer will be a lot more ready for this game against Millwall. Also, I think Bradley will be back as well. I know Bradley survived from an operation, recovered from an operation, and he's just had I believe he's had another daughter or son. I can't remember. He's had another child, is what I'm trying to say. I can't get my words out. So he should now be back in training, you know, floating around that starting 11. I'm not too sure about Burke. I do believe he pulled a hamstring, so he could be another week or two out. But we should be a lot more stronger in that defence in this game against Millwall. And we are going to need that because Millwall, they are a physical side. They've always have been, and they can be tough to beat when they are on it. So, you know, having our key defenders back will be nice. This Saturday as well will also be our last 3 o'clock game on a Saturday. You know, Sky are playing a lot of our games now, you know, on TV, which is fair enough. You know, they want to recognise that we are doing a really good job. We are winning games of football. We are a nice team to actually watch at times as well because we do score goals. And we are performing a lot better than the teams that they have been putting on Sky, i.e. West Brom, who are really boring to watch at the moment. But I'm really glad that Sky are recognising it. Obviously, old school Luton fans like my dad are not happy that, you know, games are getting taken away from the traditional 3 o'clock on a Saturday. But unfortunately, this is modern football. This is, you know, TV. You know, if the club wants to earn more money, and for a club like Luton, we have no choice really to compete against teams like Fulham and Bournemouth. This extra TV revenue which we're gaining, you know, it's going to help. It really does help, and it does help supporters like me who struggle to get to games because of work. But you know, it's great to see that, you know, we are getting the recognition that we finally deserve, and I get to see more Luton games on TV, which is a bonus. But unfortunately, you know, they do put games on stupid times, like Monday away from home against Huddersfield. Like, how many Luton fans are going to bother travelling on a Monday night? It's going to be tough. Obviously, fans are not going to not go, but it's going to be a lot tougher for supporters to go, which is unfortunate, you know, and it's not right. It should have been on like a Saturday or a Sunday, but it is what it is, I guess. But we are getting the recognition. We are getting more money from these TV games. So we need to enjoy this last Saturday at 3 o'clock. You know, it is a sellout. Pretty much every game now from now until the end of the season is going to be a sellout because of how well we're doing. Hopefully we can just keep this up. What's going to be my score prediction heading into this game against Millwall? I'm confident that we can continue. So I'm going to go with a 1-0 home win against Millwall. It's going to be tough, but I believe if we work harder, you know, like we did last time out, I do think we will get the 3 points. But guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Comment below your thoughts on our last home game against Hull. Also your thoughts on James Bree, on how well he's done since the arrival of Alan Sheehan. Let me know how well you think Alan Sheehan has done since he's returned back as a coach. Also, let me know your thoughts on this game against Millwall and your score predictions. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And don't forget to follow me across all my social media. The links are down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.